Let me tell y'all something. I just had a whole intro for y'all. It was crisp, okay? Wasn't recording. So here I am. So I'm going to try and recreate that. So, hi, y'all. Welcome back, for real this time, to my video. Judging by the title, you guys know that this is a old school throwback. I haven't done a beginner video in a long time. I thought I'd hit the points, but there were some things that I was missing, and you know, I just want to make sure that I really cater to my beginner friendly makeup people out there. So this video is basically going to be all about your eyebrows. Now, for me, eyebrow is a person-to-person thing, so your eyebrows may not look like my eyebrows, vice versa. So in this video, I'm just going to be showing you guys some of the things that I use, the tools that I use, and how I achieve my eyebrow looks. I don't really do much, but I figured I could film this for you guys. That way you guys have a reference. And then you guys can take some of the tips and the products and you guys can use it on your eyebrows. So yeah, so basically we're just going to be all about the brows. As you can see, I've already done my face, well, part of my face. But I just wanted to make sure that we, you know, we touched on the brows a bit because I get that question a lot. So I want to make sure that I'm giving it to you guys. All of my knowledge I want to pour into you. So this is definitely beginner friendly, and I will try to be as detailed as possible. And we'll just go from there. So wait, before we even go on to the actual tutorial itself, make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button. I mean, hello, after this video, you're going to want to watch more videos, and then you don't want your phone to die, and then you don't remember, like, who you're watching. You just want to be subscribed. Like, don't want any hassle, right? So make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you hit that bell to be notified every time that I post a video. Also, make sure that you guys are following me on my social media. My Instagram and my Twitter is Amber and Mack _. And make sure that you guys are subscribed to my blog, sincerely, ambermariemack.com. I'm going to be having some new blog posts for you guys. I know that's not what the hell y'all came here for. So we're just going to get right into the video. And yes, let's do this. Let's get these brows snatched, okay? Okay, guys. So today we are talking all about eyebrows. Now, I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite eyebrow products and what I use. And then I'm actually going to do my eyebrows using one of the products that I show, just to kind of give you guys an idea. So we're gonna go with tools. So some of the tools that you need, of course, I didn't pull my tweezers out, but you could definitely have a pair of tweezers on you in case, like, you're looking in the mirror and you just want to pluck a few of your eyebrows. I mean, a few eyebrow hairs. Personally, I pluck maybe, I have a unibrow. Don't we all? Don't even judge me. But I do pluck my unibrow sometimes if I feel like, if I'm in between getting my eyebrows done and I need to, like, just pluck. So I plucked my unibrow during when we were in quarantine. I was definitely doing some plucking. So you can always have a pair of tweezers available to you. I get all my tweezers from Ross just because you'll get like 4 different tweezers or 2 different tweezers in a pack, and it'll cost like $3 or $4. So definitely have a pair of tweezers just on standby for you. One of the main things that I always have is just a spoolie. Actually, this was the very first spoolie that I ever had. As you can see, it's like really dirty. There's nothing wrong with it. But I was in Target and I was just like, oh, it's time to get me another spoolie. So this one is by e.l.f. It's the e.l.f. Lash and Brow Wand. They're literally the same thing. This one's just older. Yeah. This is literally the same exact thing. This one's just older. Packaging is a little bit older. I've had this for a long time. I just bought a new one. And what I do with my spoolies is I bend them, because when they're straight, it's like, it's okay. But when you bend them, you're really, and you hold them, you can really like brush and get a good grip on your hairs like that. So I bend my spoolie this way, and then I just thumb through it. I don't know the word that I'm looking for, but I was just like, and then thumb through the check just popped up on my head. I was about to start singing it, but I'm not even going to do that today. So, yes. So you want a spoolie. This is literally $3 at Target, at Walmart, Elf. They have really good brushes, but I definitely use this one to just brush out my eyebrows before I even start my brows, or just when I'm brushing my eyebrows, period. Also, these are the brow brushes that I use when I'm using a powder or pomade. So this is the NYX Professional one. So it has the brush on this end. I know y'all hate when I do this, but it has a brush on this end, and then it has the spoolie on this end. Again, I always bend my spoolies. That's what's helpful for me. So this is the NYX one. I got this at Ulta. I can't remember the price, but this is NYX. It's the number 18 brush. And then I have the same kind of brush, except this one's a little bit more precise. I use this one when I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade, just because it's like a cream texture, and it can get really heavy and really messy really fast. So I like to use my Anastasia brushes 7B. I think this retails for like 18 to 25 bucks. It's in that range. But again, spoolie bent, and it's very thin, very precise, as you could see. And I just use this for more precise hair alignment. I don't know the lingo I'm trying to use, but I do that because when you use your pomade, like I said, it could get messy and heavy really fast. So those are the tools that I use. Not much. Told you I don't do much with my eyebrows. I have naturally really thick eyebrows. If I let my eyebrows grow in 100%, they will look cray-cray, okay? I do have a unibrow. I do have hair that comes here. My hair grows was really wild, and it's really thick. So I do go get my eyebrows waxed. For all my waxing girls, please leave a, cloud emoji in the description bar. I mean, not in the description, in the comments, if you get your eyebrows waxed. If you get your eyebrows threaded, leave a sunshine emoji. I couldn't think of the exact, but I want to know how many people get threaded, how many people get waxed, because a lot of people I know get their eyebrows threaded. Threading doesn't work for me. My eyebrows are way too thick for that, so I never get threading. I got it one time. My eyebrows, why can I not say this word? Eyebrows. Boom. My eyebrows were really, they grew back in like a week. So to me, it was pointless. But I know some girls, they do it and it looks really great. Waxing works for me. It lasts longer for me. It hurts like hell, but it works. So I am a waxer. So I am a cloud emoji. Okay. So now that we've gone over the tools, I want to go over some of the products that I use. Of course, this is not all the eyebrow products I use. I just think these are good starting products for people. I have some things I have one thing that is pretty budget friendly. It's pretty beginner friendly. And then I have a couple of things that I personally recommend. This is how I use these products to start doing my eyebrows. They're not drugstore, so of course they're not super cheap, but you want to make sure that you're getting a good product for your eyebrows, because your eyebrows is like the window of your face. If your eyebrows look too thick or crazy or whatever, it can mess up your whole makeup look. So you just want to make sure that your products are really good and that they work for your eyebrows. So the first one that I'm going to go with is, of course, it's affordable. I won't say drugstore, but it is the ColourPop Black and Brown Brow Pencil. I ordered this, but now that they sell it in Ulta, it's like $8. I'm the happiest girl in the world because mine is messy. Mine is beat to shit, okay? But this is my spoolie, and this is the eyebrow. So it's really thin. It is a pencil. You roll it up, and that's kind of how it looks. And I just use that for that. I try not to roll it up too much because like I just did, I just smashed it. I thought it would go back down, but let me not keep messing it up. Okay, so this is one of the eyebrow pencils I use. The other one that I've used that I just recently got within the last couple months that I really like is the Oma Beauty. It is Black owned. Gotta throw that in there. It's Black owned, and it is the baby hair brow pencil in the color 6. I thought it had the actual color on it. Fun fact, so when you're doing your eyebrows, never get black. Even if your eyebrows are black, never get black. Get brown, get chocolate, get browns, because black is going to make your eyebrows way, way, way too harsh. Some people can use black or like that dark ebony color, and it works for them. But for my complexion, or even a lighter complexion, I think black is just too harsh. So I think that it's better to go with a chocolate or a like a brown type of color. So I'm guessing that this number 6 in this, it got to be a brown, because that's all I use on my eyebrows. I use a brown or a dark brown, and it's very thin. It's similar to that, but this shit right here is a bomb. Like, I really like this, and it's black owned. Again, I'm not gonna stop saying that. It's sold at Ulta. It is only sold online, so you would have to order this, but I highly recommend this one. And my next product is my Anastasia. So if you haven't known, if you're not familiar with makeup, Anastasia Beverly Hills is like the pioneer. They have really great palettes and other products, but they're like the pioneers of brow products. They were kind of the first people to really put certain brow products on the map and made them a little bit more mainstream. So I do have, that's why I have the brush, I have the pomade, I have the powder, I have the gel. Like, they just have really, really great brow products, especially, and it's good, although it is on the expensive side, it is really good for beginners too. It's not like too bad. So I would recommend Anastasia if you're going on the higher end side. So this is the Brow Powder Duo by Anastasia. As you can see, I've used mine. I'm not deep in, but I use this one, and it's in the color dark brown. I use this. There's nothing specific you have to use for your eyebrows. I just use this one. I bounce back and forth. It depends on how I feel that day. Sometimes I want a light eyebrow look, so I may do the powder or a pencil. Sometimes I want it a little bit deeper, a little bit more snatched, so I use my pomade. So that's that. And then I have my Dip Brow Pomade in Chocolate. So this is like that brown color. As you can see, I use this. You know, as I said, my eyebrows are thick. So you're looking like, girl, you barely use that. This is my second one because my other one dries out. That's one of the things with this one. It dries out. And I have thick eyebrows, so I don't have to use that much product. So for me, spending $25 maybe or less on this isn't... It sucks at first. You're like, $25 for an eyebrow. But if you look at it, I haven't even touched, I'm only scraping the surface. So, and if you do have, like, your eyebrows aren't as thick and you have to do a little bit more drawing on, this may be a good product, because they don't have, it's not a lot. I mean, it's a lot in here for your dollar. I just think you get a lot for your dollar, and I think that it lasts long. Because I had my other one for like years, and it just kind of dried out. So I just purchased this. So yes, this is my Dip Brow Pomade, and this is what I'm going to be using on my eyebrows today, just so I can show you guys a more snatched technique, okay? And the last product that I have is my, I use this heavy. It's my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. And this just, again, my spoolie is bent for real on this one. It's clear, and you just dip it in there, and you just go over your eyebrows after you've put on the pomade and all of that. You just put this on, and it just sets them in place. Like I said, I have thick eyebrows and I have wild eyebrows. So sometimes I need to just have them set, and it does not move until you wash it off. So love that. So yeah, so those are the tools and products that I would recommend. We've gone over tools, so there's only one thing left for us to do. We just need to get right into it. So let's get into the eyebrows. Let's see what we can do. All right, y'all, so we are a little bit closer. We are up close and personal. I'm just gonna move my hair back right here so you guys can fully see my eyebrows. As you guys can see, my hair is growing back. I am getting my eyebrows waxed, but I wanted to kind of show you guys how you could do your eyebrows even when your eyebrows aren't waxed, because not all the time. I mean, the way the world goes, you don't know if there'll be a time where you can't get your eyebrows done again. So you want to make sure that you have set it up where you can go get your eyebrows done. I mean, you could do them yourself. Two other tools that I forgot to mention to you guys. That's kind of, to me, optional, because I don't do it every time I do my eyebrows, but it is optional. But we are going to use it today because, like I said, I don't have wax. So we're going to use this. So you can use any concealer. Today I'm going to use the CoverGirl concealer. And actually there was one concealer I used to use all the time. It was by NARS. I think they might have discontinued it. But I had a concealer that I used that was in a jar. But you could also use just any concealer. And then you have this brush. Now this brush is actually from Michaels. So I have a couple of these, but they're like precision painter's brushes. And you can use that to trace up under your eye. So I'm gonna go over all of that. But these were two things that I didn't mention, a brush and concealer, just to conceal up under your eyes. Like I said, I don't do it that often, but when I do need to do it, I just use whatever concealer I'm using that day and go on about my business. Okay, so I hope that you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to simultaneously... I'm going to see if I could do it looking in the camera. So if I'm not looking directly, it's between the camera or here. I think if I work here, you guys might be able to see it. I'm not quite sure. We're just going to play around with this, okay? We're going to play around. So, and please excuse my eyelashes. I know one eyelash is like, merp, another one's like, pow, kind of. Eyebrows on 5%. They'll be at 100% come Friday, okay? So I took that e.l.f. brush first, and I just kind of brush my eyes. See, I have like thick eyebrows. So when I get them arched, I just say clean them up. I'm not trying to have thick brows. I want still my thick bushy joints, but just make sure that you just clean them up. So anytime you go to the waxer or whatever and you're not sure what you're supposed to ask for, just be like, just clean them up. So I just brushed them out. So like I told you guys, I'm going to be using the Anastasia pomade, and I'm going to be using the color chocolate, and I'm going to be using that Anastasia brush as well. So I'm going to take that spoolie. Again, this one's a little bit more smaller, a little bit more precise, because not all spoolies are the same. And I'm just brushing my brows. And then all I'm doing is just taking my tip. See how like precise that line is, how thin that is? That's what you want when you're dealing with pomade. So I'm just going to dip in here. You could dip anywhere. I'm not going to take that much. I take a little bit off the sides, take a little bit off. And then first thing that I do, everybody's technique is different. This is just what works for me. So, I wonder if, do I have my hand? Nope. Okay, so the first thing, I low-key would like a mirror. That's big, but I'm not going to waste time. So first thing I do is turn it where the pointed piece is facing this way. And I just lightly rest my hand on my cheek. And I just trace the top of my brow. Do not start from the very beginning. Don't start from here. Start a little, go in a little bit, and then trace your brow. And for beginners, because it may be harder for you to create a shape on yourself, just follow your natural eye shape, your eyebrow shape. So that's all I do. You see how that chocolate isn't that harsh? And I do the same thing. I go a little bit in, and then I do my bottom. Some people do not do their bottom. I do both just because it makes more sense to me. Then you take your spoolie. So that's why it's double-ended. You can flip it. So then I take my spoolie and I just brush through what I just did so that there's no harshness. So if my eyebrows were arched, this part would be more sharp, but I don't really like a sharp end to it. I like natural brows. I don't really like the painted on look. just because it just kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't look like my brows. And they're thick, like I said, so that painted on look doesn't work for me. So I lined the bottom and I lined the top. And I kind of come back here a little bit. And I try to like kind of make it in there. And then I'm going to go back in. And this time I'm just going to go through my brows. And I'm just going to do light hair, light strokes. So as you can see, I'm just going like this. I'm just doing light strokes. I'm just filling in where it looks like there's no hair. And see how it kind of looks like I just put more hair there? So this is where you have to kind of be tricky. You have to be careful. So I'm taking my spoolie and I'm just straightening out the front of my brow. And I'm taking my product, taking the brush, putting the pointy part upwards, and I'm just going up. So you don't completely forget about the front. Do a little bit. You just don't start with the front. You kind of build the rest of your brow first, and then you do that. So that's kind of what I have. They're looking thicker than normal because I need them done. So you just take that spoolie, and you don't even have to use the whole thing. You could just use the tip and just brush that out. Make it make sense. Kind of. See kind of what I did here? See the difference? So then I do the same thing to the other side. Now, remember, when you're doing your eyebrows, you will be sitting in your space or a bathroom or wherever you're doing eyebrows. You will be sitting there all day if you're trying to get them exactly like each other. So on this eyebrow is always more square, this eyebrow is more round. Your eyebrows are cousins. They're not sisters, they're not twins. So they're gonna be different. Just like both sides of your face is not the same. So your eyebrows are going to be different. So you just have to tailor your technique for that eyebrow. I do the same thing. I've tried to create an arch, but yeah, it doesn't end up working for me. So just go back in, never start from the beginning, just line the bottom. It's better to work with as less product first and then add more as you go, because you will straight up fudge your. I've had to start my makeup all over because I did too much. All because I did too much, okay? So then, you know, we're gonna take the tip. Eyebrows, people make eyebrows harder than what they are. So I'm gonna take my spoolie and I'm just gonna go through my brows. And then I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna do the front. And I'm just going to do hair-like strokes. I'm just adding to what I already have going on. That's all I'm doing. Maybe add a little bit more. And you're gonna have to flip the brush if you use a brush. If you use a pen, it might be easier for you. And then that's literally all I do. That's it. If you guys want to see a pencil version of this, comment down below and let me know if you want to see a pencil version of this. I just did the pomade because the pomade is fairly popular. So then with concealer, I'm going to take that concealer and I just do a couple dots. So I just do a couple dots on both eyes. I'm going to do one eye first. See, not a lot of product. I'm going to take that brush and this is like a flat brush. And I'm just going to take one, like the tip kind of. And I'm just going to go into it and I'm just going to make a straight line. I'm just going to line the bottom. This, you could use your skin shade to clean them up. It's just to clean them up and not have like any type of brightness. Or you could use brighter ones to not only clean it up, but also to highlight your brow bone. And that's why I use lighter concealers, because I like to highlight my brow bone. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to do my eyeshadow anyways. And I don't really like putting shadow on my eyebrow. And see how that cleaned that up? See how clean that looks? So you've kind of concealed the hair a little bit. And then I never really do the top. I actually never do the top unless I'm doing my makeup and I need my eyebrows done. So I'm just going to put like 2 dots at the top. And I do this after my foundation, so it does require a little bit of blending, but I didn't put a lot. And I'm just lining my eye. Just cleaning it up. But I haven't put my face powder on yet. And that just cleaned up my brow. And you could take, like, sometimes I take like a little bit of a denser, small, fluffy brush, and I just go over where I just concealed, just so it doesn't look super crazy. And boom, that's it. That's it. You guys, makeup is fun. Makeup is easy. It takes practice, yes, but it's not as difficult as you're thinking it is. Tutorials just make it seem difficult, but it's really something anybody can do. So I just did the same thing. Because you saw what I did on this side, I just went ahead and concealed both sides. Now, I know that you guys usually see those videos of girls who put it, sometimes I put it in between my eyes just because, and I probably will this time just because I know for a fact that my eyebrows need to be done, but cleaning them up makes a huge difference. So I'm just gonna go in with that bigger buffer brush. So I would recommend, even an eyeshadow brush could work, but I do recommend having another brush on hand just to completely blend that out in case this one is still giving you like lines and stuff like that. And the only thing about this concealer is that it dries down fairly fast. So I try to be careful with it. Okay, it's like all the bristles are coming out. And then I really don't have to do the middle because when I conceal my face, I conceal my nose in here. So I've already kind of concealed it. So you could do the middle and clean it up, but I don't really have to because I've already concealed my face. But yeah, so this is like the final look with your eyebrows. And then I'm going to take that brow gel and I'm just going to thumb through the brow. Y'all don't laugh at me. I'm totally corny sometimes, but I'm cool. So I'm just going to take that brow gel. I like to emphasize the beginning of my brow, so I like to make that as square as possible and then kind of drag everything down, but then that's it. So this is your brows. See, even up close. So you could do this. So if I fix my hair and then I do the rest of my makeup, you can kind of see how it goes together. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to finish up my makeup and I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how the eyebrow in that technique pulls the whole look together. Okay, so I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Excuse me. I did the rest of my face. Did a quick little natural eyeshadow. But this is the final product. So you see how the brows just bring the whole face together. Like, that's really hard for me to do. And, yeah, whatever. I don't even know what I was trying to do there. But, so, this is the finished look. This is the eyebrows. I'll come a little bit closer, get into them. Yes, so that's it for this beginner-friendly tutorial on the brows. If you guys are interested in actually seeing how I got this makeup look, leave me a brown heart because it's neutral eye. Leave me a brown heart in the comment section, or just say, I want to see that, girl. But other than that, that's all I have for this video, and I am so excited, and I hope that you guys definitely were able to pick up some tips and tricks for how to do your eyebrows. I hope I made it a little bit easier for you. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to leave me a comment, and I will definitely answer them for you. And if there's any more beginner videos that you guys can think of that you guys would like to see, please let me know that as well. So as I said in the beginning, make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you hit that bell to be notified when I post different videos. Also, make sure that you guys follow me on my social media. My Instagram and my Twitter are both Amber M. Mack. That's MACK_. Make sure that you guys are subscribe to my blog. So that is sincerely AmberMarieMack.com. And yeah, like, share, comment, thumbs up this video if you liked it. And that's it. That's all I got for you guys. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.